Hey everyone, it's Jacob here back again with another video. So it's been like a week since my last video, and that's because I've been kind of busy lately. Because this past weekend, me and my family, me and my mom and dad and sister, we all went up to Georgia for the weekend because we had to go to my little baby cousin's first birthday party. But Also, I wanted to talk about while we were there, we were able to go to a couple of Stranger Things filming locations because we went to Georgia, and that's where most of the Stranger Things filming locations are located, is throughout Georgia. So we went there, and we only had time to go to 2 filming locations before our baby cousin's birthday party. Yeah, I started a little bit there because I didn't know how to stay there. I had to wear that or whatever. But anyways, But yeah, we were only able to go to 2 Stranger Things film locations before the baby cousin's birthday party, first birthday party anyway. So the Stranger Things film locations that we went to were Starcourt Mall and Hawkins Lab. But the Starcourt Mall, after we had been to Starcourt Mall, like later on that day, it was like this last Saturday, it was a couple days ago. Later on that day, I watched, I think we were out for dinner or something like that, and while we were waiting for the food to get to the table, I had pulled up Netflix, and I pulled up a couple Stranger Things with the Starcom Mall, and then I showed my family, my mom and my sister. I was like, hey, look at this, it's the parking lot that we were staying in, that's the mall and stuff like that. Then my dad was like, I think we have to go upstairs, and there's no stairs in that clip. And I was like, oh yeah, you're right, there's no stairs. So I did some research, and there's actually 2 different entrances to the mall that they filmed at Starcourt Mall at, one with stairs and one without stairs. So we're actually at the wrong entrance, which I later found out after I did the research, which is pretty annoying. But at least it was the same mall. And then the Hawkins Lab, we were only able to look at it from afar, I guess, if you will. We weren't really able to go up close to it because we didn't really have much time before we had to get to our baby cousin's birthday party. So yeah. Well, it was me and my sister's cousin. I think my mom and dad were like aunt and uncle or something, like great aunt and great uncle. Anyway, but yeah, that's that. Hopefully we can go back and see more Stranger Things from location soon. But yeah, anyways, now that I've got that out of the way, now that I've talked about all that, so for today's video, I decided to do a Loft Tour of my whole loft area here, because I found out yesterday when my family got back from Georgia, I found out that my brother actually changed some stuff around in my loft, organized some stuff, because my brother didn't come to Georgia with us, so he kind of stayed here. And yeah, he organized himself in my loft while we were gone, and kind of surprised me. So I thought I'd do a tour of my whole loft. And my whole loft, I kind of turned country there. I can do a tour of my whole loft. I thought I would just show the stuff that's different. So first of all, I started this first DVD shelf here. Now most of the DVDs on this shelf are the same DVDs that have always been there, but some are new ones. Not new ones, because they're in a big bin of DVDs, a big purple bin, or I think it's crate or something like that I got from someone in my neighborhood. So I'll point out the DVDs I've been added to the shelf here. So we have this movie called Swordfish. Not quite 100% sure what that movie's all about, but yeah, that was one. And then this movie, Speed Racer. I've heard about this movie, but never watched it. Yeah. Then Friday Night Lights bonus DVD. Don't really know much about that. I know it's some sort of football thing, but yeah. Let's see. All the ones on this shelf are the same, and the first few on this shelf are actually recent additions to the shelf. Right down here, so we have The Hunger Games. I believe it's a 2-disc version of it. Yeah, 2-disc DVD plus digital copy code. Never watched The Hunger Games. I know there's a lot of really big fans of The Hunger Games. I might check it out since I have the DVD of it. But yeah, we'll see. Now we have this movie called Troy. Don't really know what that is. It's another 2-disc thing. So it's 2-disc widescreen edition at the top there. Yeah, I don't really know much about that. Apparently it stars Brad Pitt. Yeah. And then we have SpongeBob SquarePants Where's Gary. It's a little episode compilation DVD. That one's pretty cool. Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. This one won't go all the way in for some reason. It's sticking out. I don't know. But yeah, I've never seen either of the Sister Act movies. I think I have the first Sister Act movie somewhere around here as well, but I'm not sure where that is. And then iRobot. Right there for that movie that's with Will Smith. super bad. I've heard a lot about this movie as well. I've heard that's a really funny movie. So yeah. By the way, if you hear any sounds in the background, that's my dogs downstairs. Anyways, this is a movie called Freedom Riders. Don't really know what that is. Sorry, Hilary Swank, I guess. Oh, and that's the guy from Enchanted that Giselle falls in love with. I can't remember what his name is. Well, his name in the movie was Robert, but I can't remember his actor's name. That's what I meant. And then The Death of the Incredible Hulk. I think it's some sort of like Hulk show thing, like animated show or something. No, it's live action, it looks like. Yeah, I don't really know much about that. And then the rest of the stuff on the shelf is the same as it's always been. And yeah, looks like all the rest of this shelf is the same. So this is a random big hot dog bowl holy thing. Don't mind that. This Bop It game wasn't here before. It actually used to be on top of my bookshelf over that way. But I guess my brother moved it to here. I almost said my dad. It wasn't my dad, obviously. My brother, I guess, moved the Bop It game to here. Anyways, so now we have a big difference here. These two stacks here were not here before. There's also stuff that was in that purple crate that I got from someone in the neighborhood. That I talked about. Anyways, actually, it's there by the Buckman collection at the top. I've had this for a while. It was just kind of like sticking out on one of these shelves, so I decided to put it here. It was like sitting like right here originally, and I just didn't think that looked good, so I put it there. But yeah, that one I've had for a while. That one was like mine originally. Anyways, so we just have a lot of new stuff here, like Holding Two, Hood vs. Evil, Aragon, don't know what that movie is, Dora, Word World, Wallace and Gromit, Hot Tub Time Machine. Yeah, some random stuff. I don't think I'm gonna list off every single thing here, just because it might take a little too long. Then there's some new additions on these shelves as well. So for example, these 5 titles right here are new additions to the shelf that weren't here before from that purple crate that I mentioned. The Secret of Nim, Word World, Boppin' with the Bug Bond, Word World, Bear's Masterpiece, Team Umizoomi, Journey to Numberland, and Epic. So yeah. And there's one World World one up here too, Flying Ant as well. I know it's kind of random, but yeah. Anyways, and then down here on this shelf, these 3 right here are new additions to this shelf as well. So we got Madagascar 3 Years Most Wanted, Superman vs. Nature and War, and Tale of Despero as well. And I think all the rest of the stuff on the shelf is the same as it's always been. Then we have all these stacked DVDs right here. All these are just the same as they've always been. No new additions there. So then we'll go around here, and right here we have my video games section, and I Loft Tour. All of my video games have been reorganized by my brother. So we have, so on the top here, on the top shelf here, we have all the Wii and Wii U games. There's like 2 different like sides here, I guess. Oh shoot, one of the games just fell. Hold on, I think I can grab it. Yep, I got it. Okay. The 2 Super Mario Galaxy games are at the top here, and then as you can see, there's 2 rows of Wii games here, and then 1 random Wii U game stand at the top there, just stands 2014. And then this is all my Wii U games, this little section here. Yeah, I definitely don't have nearly as many Wii U games, like, at least compared to original Wii games. But yeah, anyways, also just ignore this big container thing at the top. It just has a bunch of random things in it and whatnot. Anyways, and then so that was the top shelf with all the Wii and Wii U games. This bottom shelf has some like little mini game console things there. And then all these are just like PS3 and PS4 games right here. Maybe let's take these down for a second. Yeah, I think I've shown these shelves in like videos before, so if you're a long time viewer or subscriber of my channel, you might remember seeing this shelf before, and I think this is definitely a way better way to organize the shelf and stuff like that. Yeah, that's all the PS4 games right there that I have. Let's put all these back here, like so. I'll probably be like more like more eager to play more video games now, because before, the way the shelf was organized before, a lot of games were like covered and like stacked and stuff like that, and just a lot of games were like hard to get to. But now I can just easily grab any game, so I'll probably be more eager to play more video games now that my shelf is organized this way, I think. Anyways, down here we have some original Xbox and Xbox 360 games, and then a few more PS3 games, and then my whole Nintendo Switch game collection right here, all Nintendo Switch games. I was gonna say I think my Nintendo Switch game collection is the smallest out of all the video game collections I have, but actually I think my Wii U game collection is the smallest. I only have that many Wii U games, but then second to that is Nintendo Switch. I have one more Nintendo Switch games that are like, I have like digitally like download onto the Nintendo Switch. Same with like the PS4. I have plenty of PS4 games that are like digitally download on the PS4. But yeah, and then behind here, there's a bunch of PS2 games and some more Xbox 360 games back here. Whoops. Some of the games started to fall. There we go. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, I saw this whole video game shelf, and so next, that's just some random stuff there. So next we have my entertainment center. The video game consoles on my entertainment center have been moved around a little bit. So we have my Nintendo Switch on the top there with the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. It's not connected to the Switch at the moment. But yeah, it's like Pokemon Red with Pokeballs and Pikachu on the right there. It's a pretty cool controller. Anyway, then we have the PS4 with my red DualShock 4 wireless controller there. Although I do have to put a wire in it to charge it, but yeah, anyways. Then the PlayStation VR headset, or PSVR, whatever you want to call it. My headphones for the PlayStation. And down here we have the Wii U, a VCR, because I have some VHSs, I'll show in a second. So I have VCR for those, and then Xbox 360 as well. And I know what you're thinking, didn't you actually have a bunch of PS2 and PS3 games? How can you play those? It's not like the PS4 is backwards compatible. Well, for PS3, I have a PS3 right over there, leaning against that arcade machine that's not hooked up right now, unfortunately. I just don't really have any space for it at the moment. And also PS2, I used to have a PS2 a little while back, but it kind of disappeared. I don't really know where it went. So, yeah. Anyway. Oh, and then I also, I forgot to say, that just reminded me, I have just like 3 like original PlayStation games right here that are backwards compatible with the PS2. So, yeah. And that's my karaoke CDs because of the karaoke machine, and then like a couple of games that don't have the case with them, like Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PS4, and I think really all Batman for the Xbox 360 is back there and stuff. Or not back there, but like behind the, like under the Grand Theft Auto 5 PS4 game, under, behind, don't know what you would call that. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling on here. Then we have my tray. There's lunch on, some other random stuff. Stranger Things Magic 8 Ball. I actually might put that up here. I think that'll be better up here. There we go. Looks better, doesn't it? Anyways, just random stuff there. And all these plugs back here, my brother reorganized as well, because I kid you not, all those plugs used to be around this floor right here, and this floor is just like crowded with all these plugs, but now the floor is like clear. My brother put all those plugs back there, and it was, a lot better. I'm more organized. And we have my bookshelf here. There's no like new like added books or anything like that. My brother just like moved around a bunch of the books and stuff like that, so that he could fit like all the books onto the shelf. There's a bunch of books that was just like scattered around the floor in front of the bookshelf, but my brother moved some stuff around so that all the books could fit on the bookshelf. And then my records actually on this bookshelf as well, on this slot here, all my vinyl records. They used to be leaning against the couch, like right here in that area. This is way better. It's just like a designated slot for all my records and stuff. Anyways, this one is actually a new record I just got to hear from Walmart, the soundtrack for Stranger Things Season 4. All the songs, Stranger Things Season 4 right there. I actually technically have Stranger Things Season 4 record right here, as you can see. But this one is like the instrumental music from the show. Like instrumental tracks and whatnot, as you can see. This one's the actual songs from the show, this new one that I got today. See how that's done? And then on top here, here's all my VHSs on top of my bookshelf. So yeah, there's just like 3 rows of VHSs here. All these VHSs used to be in like bins and crazy stuff on the floor, like right over there. And now that the floor is all cleared up as well. Aside from all those like balls and that big bean bag and stuff. But yeah, that's not a big deal. I wasn't really taking that much space. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, this is where all my VHSs are now. 3 rows of VHSs here. I have some pretty cool VHSs here. One, I guess, like, series of VHSs, if you will, that I'm aiming to collect is the Wiggles VHSs, because you used to have at least a couple of Wiggles VHSs when I was younger, when I had an older VCR when I was younger, but then I got rid of that VCR and all those VHSs, so yeah. And I also used to have one VHS that was kind of like a potty training video thing. I had a song in it that was like, he's a super duper pooper. No, actually, it was she's a super duper pooper, because the main character in the show, or in the video, was a little girl. Anyways. But, yeah, some of you might have heard of that video. I don't remember exactly what it was called. But yeah, anyways, that's that. That's all the VHSs. And, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's the karaoke machine I was talking about that I have a few CDs for over there that I showed. It's not plugged in right now. I haven't used it in a little while. But, yeah. It's really dusty. That's where disc goes. That's up there. And this is like a big Plinko board thing for a Price is Right Plinko board game I have. Oh, there's my Stranger Things Ultimate pop-up book. Right there. I didn't know that was behind there now. And then this is like a big box with MetaQuest VR headset thing in there. Yeah. It's like some sort of little random piece of cardboard. I don't know what that is. Disc repair system there. Lots of random things. And this is Calling Brothers speakers. Some crayons and random thing there. And that's pretty much it. And then there's one last DVD shelf right here. But that's all the same DVDs I've always been. There's no like new additions to that shelf or anything. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I should have everything in my loft. It's been all moved around and reorganized. Looks a lot nicer now. And I don't have anything else to say. So of course, hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and of course, ring the bell so you're gonna find out I post any new videos. And kind of out of breath right now because I was like moving around on the loft a lot in this video. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll of course see you in the next video. Peace.